Matteo Thun isn't just a successful architect. He's also one of the top contemporary designers worldwide. His motto? Less is more.
In the late
1980s, we moved from the state of having everything in excess to being fed up with what we had. There was simply too much of everything. There still is. Now people are becoming aware of the fact that we simply have too much clutter. We need far, far less.
Thun says minimalist design suits everybody and is a way of returning to the original basic forms. Thun still plans stylish works of architecture the world over. He studied in Florence and Salzburg, became a professor of design in Vienna, and then went on to work as art director for the Swiss company Swatch. Now he's the creative head of a studio with a staff of 40 in Milan. His designs often become icons, like the Illy cup, simply the espresso cup. Thun takes a holistic approach to projects, be it the thermal baths in Murano or the famous Hotel Side in Hamburg.
In the year of my birth, 1952, Ernesto Rogers, the father of the famous architect who built the Centre Pompidou, presented a manifesto. It was the Charter of Athens, from the spoon to the city, from small to large. That's rather typical for the Milan school of thought, and I studied with Ettore Sottsass and had the opportunity to set up my first studio with him in Milan back in the 1980s.
Back then, he was co-founder of the legendary Memphis design, a period in which he rebelled against functional design and tested the boundaries of form and materials.
My work still involves the search for the limits, reaching a limit and achieving innovations of very different kinds.
The same applies to his architecture. For example, luxury prefab homes. This one, called O Sole Mio, is a low-energy house. Environmentally friendly, it's won numerous awards and has often been copied. Thun also designed a building for the fashion company Boss in Ticino, Switzerland. The larch wood cladding protects it from the rain, sun, and wind. The spacious entrance hall links 3 stories. A water wall brings natural elegance into the building.
Ever since Memphis, I've tried hard to control myself and put the soul of the place first, rather than my ego. In other words, the echo, not the ego.
Thun recently opened the Now Hotel in this old factory building in Milan. It's a forum for the young fashion and design scene.
I'm especially glad that very young 18 to 25-year-old designers from South America and Russia are coming here to exhibit their works and are then able to sell them here.
Thun still has a lot of other buildings in the pipeline, each one individual, in a place of its own, but all of them dedications to simplicity.